Hey, ladies, chicks, what's going on with y'all? So, listen, I just wanted to drop in just to say, with everything that's going on, and for a lot of us, we might be experiencing some hard times, some rough roads, everything high. And it could just really be a challenge trying to navigate life right now, and don't add, any type of emotional issues or family issues or relationship issues. It can just really be a challenge with, just trying to get through life right now. So I just want to, number one, encourage ladies to make sure y'all do some self-care. We say that a lot in my career, but in real life, like, we need to make sure that we're doing self-care, because sometimes life just beats us up so bad. And a lot of times we try to be strong and we try to make it through, and we wreck our brains trying to figure out how to maneuver, how to deal with this situation, how to deal with that situation. And to say that it won't take a toll on you is to say a lie. Because even the strongest people, I don't care how strong you are, everybody needs to take some time to just, steal away and get a moment and just refocus, regroup, figure out the things in your life that you need to keep, figure out the things that you need to get rid of, the things and the people that you need to get rid of. Sometimes life can just be going a certain way, and just in the middle of everything, you have to, rebound. In order to be able to continue to persevere, you have to change direction in the middle of a situation, because you realize that things is not going to go right like this. If I keep feeling this way, something is going to happen. If I keep dealing with this person, something is going to happen. If I don't change up what's going on, something is going to happen, and it's not going to be in your benefit. And it's one thing when you're young, a young person could listen to this message as well. But as we get older, it's some things that, you really ought to be, more aware of, right? A person shouldn't have to tell you every time that that's not a good fit for you, that relationship ain't going well for you, that, that job is not going well for you. At a certain point in life, you ought to be able to pick up on some of those things your own self, right? Because people ain't always going to be around to tell you those things. You got to be able to let your life and lived experience kick in and speak to you and say, hey, I got to change this up. This ain't working for me. I don't care, if it's your spending habits. I don't care if it's your eating habits. Whatever it is, you should be able to look at that thing and say, you know what? I'm going to have to change this. You hear me? And when I say this applies to me and myself as well. I'm saying this, and what I'm saying is because it's, the understanding that I'm getting as well. So it's just only right that I relay it to other people and say, hey, listen, y'all, this way it's at. You ought to be able to look at your life sometime and say, hey, I might need to change course, and prepare and do just that. Change course when you need to. Take a break when you need to. Like, don't be so over loyal on these jobs that when you wake up and things ain't going right, listen, don't be scared to tell them folks, hey, listen, I need a mental health day. I can't do it today. Right? You need some time for yourself that day. You start out and everything going rough. Like, pay attention to that. You know what I'm saying? If you can't pray your way through it that morning, listen, change courses, because a lot of times things start out on a bad note and it just keeps escalating because your temper gets short, your patience gets short, you say the wrong thing to the wrong person, you make the wrong move, you rushing, you hit something, you get snappy with your boss, like, listen, or your old man or your old lady or whatever. Like, we have to start learning to pay attention to the signs when things are showing us and revealing to us that, hey, we need to take a step back. We are overwhelmed. They say stress is a silent killer, right? But it gives us some signs. Like, it's some things going on when we starting to get stressed out about something, right? And we really have to be more aware of that and start to deal with those things and take care of them as they arise, and not let it get to a point where it overwhelms us or pushes us down a path that, could have been avoided, and that's it right there. That's the lesson, to do enough self-care, whether it's, do something nice for yourself or just take a step back and evaluate what's going on in your life. And like I said, if you need to change courses in the middle of everything, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. It's better to do that than to go ahead and sink with the ship. If the ship is sinking and you see it, you just gonna sink with it. You ain't gonna try to do nothing. You hear me? And sometimes you may feel like, well, shoot, I can't swim, so ain't no point in me jumping out the boat. Well, guess what? Well, you better figure something out. You hear me? Because you can't swim, the boat is sinking. You're gonna have to try to turn the boat around and hope it could get to a dock before it actually sinks, before the boat fill up with water. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes there is something that can be done, right? But if you do nothing, then surely the sink will sink. So we just have to be mindful to take, better care of ourselves, mental health, emotional, physical. Pay attention to our needs. Pay attention to our stressors. Address those stressors. Don't let them overwhelm you. If possible, deal with the stress. Don't let the stress deal with you.